Both of your characters are so beloved by Downton Abbey fans, and this movie was like a super special episode. It was just so incredible. It had something for every fan. Phyllis, I'd like to ask you, what do you like best about playing your character, and is there something special about her that sets her apart from other characters that you've played?
Oh, well, I mean, I love the whole setting. I love her character because she's warm, but she's firm but fair, I think, is a good way of describing her. And also she's got a sense of humour too. And, and she's not one to be made fool of, is what I mean. She doesn't accept fools gladly, but by the other token, she is still got a heart of gold underneath it all. And of course, she managed to convince a certain gentleman of all her wonderful attributes. And
that gentleman's quite a catch.
He is a big cat. But it is a lovely character to play and very unusual. She's quite close in... I mean, I knew women like her back in my childhood, like grandmothers and the old women in my community. They were exactly like her. And so it's easy to... And so it's quite nostalgic for me to fall back into her character and remember back to my very young childhood.
Now, Jim, I saw your Instagram photos where you're serving Lady Carnarvon. And when I first saw it, I was like...
Not yours, but...
What's going on? Because it was like film meets fantasy. And then when I realized, I just laughed so hard. It was so cool.
What was that?
It was a feature. I went down to Highclere Castle and... It was a photo shoot for something, and Lady Carnarvon was all dressed up, and I think I was for something very similar to this, serving her cake and things outside, I think, as I remember. Is that right?
The first one was outside.
Outside, yeah. A rather large wedge of cake, as I remember. Yeah, it was good fun. Yeah. I mean, it's a lovely place to work. As you can imagine, beautiful. If that's your office, it's kind of nice as you come up the hill and you see the castle out in front of you. You think, that's a nice place to go to work.
Yeah.
So beautiful. Now, you've both promoted the movie in different countries. Phyllis, I know you were just in Toronto.
Yes, that's right.
Which country do you think has the biggest Downton Abbey fans?
Oh, without doubt, I would say the States. I mean, I would say it's a...
Probably. I mean, I don't know. I've never been to China, but apparently we're huge there as well.
I'm huge everywhere, darling. I think maybe the States, because they express it more openly and more readily, I think, it's more apparent in America.
Yes.
And this thing of groups getting together and wearing costumes to watch it and things like that.
Yeah,
that's very strange.
But yes, I think undoubtedly them. But everybody was very receptive in Canada. Not that I was there for very long in Toronto, but anyway, sadly, I wasn't there for nearly long enough. But hey.
This movie was such a huge hit that there's a sequel in the works. What would you like to see?
You must know something we don't.
Well, it's talked about. I mean, there's nothing definite, but yeah, I think everyone's willing. If a script emerges, we're all willing to do it. Yeah.
What would you like to see happen to your characters in the storyline?
Violent divorce, do you think, Phyllis? What do you think?
Either
Carson
that,
turns out to be a wife beater, or
we end up having twins or something.
They'd be middle-aged when they came out, love. No, we'll settle for a holiday somewhere sunny. Actually, a staff outing would be rather nice.
Staff outing.
Yes, because the posh people always get to go to Scottish castles.
We did have that one staff outing.
That's when we held hands
paddled into the sea.
Yeah, we should have another staff outing, I think. Yeah, get us out of the castle,
That was really sweet, that scene where the two of you held hands and walked in the water. It was just so touching.
And if you could have seen it through our eyes, because as we were holding hands, the camera crew were backing, we all had their trousers rolled up to their knees, were backing out into the sea, and the tide was coming, they were washing around their legs. So it was good fun to do that. Yeah.
It was.
And that was series 4, I think, and so it'd taken that long for us to hold hands.
So you can all look back at season 4 and look forward to the bonus features on the DVD, which is just about to come out, isn't it?
I'm shocked that I'm on Instagram.
As a member of the cast, do you get to see more of the castle than the regular public would?
Oh, is it the regular public? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but not really. I mean, we don't really go around that much. We just focus on the areas we work in, and we don't sort of snoop around the other areas, really.
Well, not that public get to see round any of the other areas?
No, they get to see around the bits we film in, I think.
Yeah.
But when we're working there, we don't go off sneaking off upstairs and looking in bedrooms. And things.
You might not. No, of course we don't.
I do use a toilet that nobody's supposed to use. I know that.
Oh, do you? Not that one.
Sure.
And one final question. This is very serious, but I was just wondering, you may have a different answer each for this, but is it pronounced scone or scones?
Well, I say scone.
Scone, definitely scone.
Scone?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, we agree.
Scone, yay! Well, we're Northerners, like.
Yeah.
That's how I pronounce it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Very,
Thank
very-
you so much. It was such a pleasure talking to you.
Pleasure, lovely. Thank you very
Not
much.
at all.
Thank you.
Thank you.